You Talk family, what go on, what go on? This your boy D with another live show of You Talk. And y'all know how we start off every show. It ain't no me. Without you, baby. What's going on? What's going on? You Talk Nation, Kane fans, hurricanes all across the world. What's going on? Let's start off the show. Shout outs. First and foremost, shout out to my engine, KJ Production in the building, King Judge. What's going on, King Judge? What's up with your boy? I see your boy. What's up with your King Judge? I want to give another big shout out to my partners, Tanya and Teddy, over at Catan's Fashion, for sending me this nice gift. Let me stand up and show you guys, man. Catan's Fashion, man. You guys need to check them out, man. They sent me a gift for the show, man. I appreciate you guys, man. Doing a good job, man. Great job, man. Love the shirt. Thank you very much. Shout out to Matt Holler over at Plum Life. Shout out to Kevin Becktold over at AAA. What's up, Kevin? My Miami brother. What's going on from down there in Florida? Big shout out to that music you're hearing in the background. That's Pyrex Dreams by your boy, Youngin, the boy, but I call him the boy. Youngin, the boy, what's going on, boy? Now, let's roll call. Here we go. Shout out to my North Georgia Kings group, Kevin Wesker, Joseph Virgo, Henry Cowsey, Laverde Rowe, Kiki Diaz Volk, Nick McClure, Renee Alvarez, Cedric Catman Will, Cal Gray, Richard Watts, Alex J. Flores. Shout out to my North Georgia Canes group. What's going on? You Talk supporters. Shout out to Jamal Davis, Tim Jordan, a.k.a. Timmy. Shout out to Benny Barrett, Darryl Love. Shout out to Cyrus Sumter. Shout out to Jason Massey. Shout out to Tremaine Daniels, Justin Jackson, Chris Otis, Todd Randy Permal. Shout out to Deion Washington, Jose Martinez, Sheldon Curl, LD down there in Mohaven, Florida. Shout out to Diana, Lisa, Mario Beltran, Eddie Lloyd, George Lloyd, Larry Elbone Griffin. Shout out to Troy Woodard, Toya Cook. Shout out to Larry. Shout out to Jeff Caldwell. Shout out to Rayshawn Evans, Chad Lewis, Brian Stearns, Demetrius Gray, Chris Flanagan, Melissa Cosme, David Avila, Eric B. Tate. What up, B? What's going on? Shout out to Cedric Tate. Shout out to Chad Lewis. Shout out to Q. Shout out to Reggie. Shout out to Brian Mayock. Shout out to James Edward Lee. Shout out to LaTuan Ferguson. Shout out to Eric and Susie Connor. Shout out to Madonna and Jamila. What's going on, everybody? What's up? Well, let's get into it. I'm sure, I came on last week, on last Friday, and we talked about our new offensive coordinator. We got a new offensive coordinator, y'all. I'm sure you all done heard. Rhett Lashley from SMU. Like I said last week, don't know much about him. Just know that he's supposed to be implementing a spread offense, something that a lot of us have been screaming for the last 5 years. So that's about all I know about it, man. Like I said, I'm going to get behind it and I'm going to root for him. But I want to talk about this ALONZO HIGHSMITH hiring that didn't happen. So, what actually went on? What happened? Did anybody feel threatened that they didn't want to give ALONZO HIGHSMITH a job? It came out from what I seen yesterday was he wasn't going to be joining the Hurricanes. And I say, why? What's the problem? I mean, ALONZO HIGHSMITH. Miami all-time great that could have came in, gave us some insight about recruiting, helping the program out. But we don't want ALONZO HIGHSMITH? I'm hearing it was about money and they couldn't come to an agreement or what it was going to be about. on how much power he would be able to, control and his input. But like I said before, man, and I'm also hearing that regardless of how the 2020 season ends, whether we have a winning season or a losing season, Manny Diaz will be back for 2021. Just choke on that for a minute. No matter what happens, whether we win or lose, Manny Diaz will be back in 2021. Wow. So again, hoping that we win. Of course we are. I mean, we Kane fans. We want to see us do good, but again, that's what's being reported. So we'll just have to see, and let's get to the season. So let's talk about, I'm hearing a lot of guys that supposed to be possibly transferring, some reinforcements that's well-deserved that we need to come down to help the program. And a couple of targets, man, is offensive linemen. I mean, hearing different names, hearing about Devin Cochran from Vanderbilt. He'll be a graduate transfer. And a lot of teams are actually interested in getting his service. And Miami, we definitely need to push to get more bodies on the offensive line because we only have 2 offensive linemen that we've signed thus far going into right before the early signing period. So we need more bodies on the offensive line. Like I say, he's from Vanderbilt, 6'6", 290 pounds. Another name that's being thrown around out there is Henry Haddis. Seen tape on him from Stanford. I think that he would definitely be an excellent addition if we can land him. They're saying that he's a left tackle, which that's going to be kind of strange because, again, we got Zion. I think that Zion came along pretty good toward the end of the year. I didn't think that he was as bad as he was when he first started off. So, like I said, but any depth would be needed at the offensive line position just to push everybody and to be competitive. And like I said, you can't never have too many bodies. I mean, we started getting hurt toward the end of the year, last year. So let's get all the depth we can at that position. Another name that's been thrown around out there is TJ Stormont from Colorado State. He's a grad transfer as well. But like I said, man, hey, we got to utilize the transfer portal. That's what it is. We don't know how the next signing period is going to go. We don't know, will we be able to land any more guys on the offensive line? So use the transfer portal to your advantage. They did last year. I thought that the only good productivity that we got was out of KJ Osborne, the wide receiver. We didn't see a lot of the tackle. Nakora, we didn't see a lot of him. I thought that Bubba Bolden played good. He got hurt in the Florida State game, but I think Bubba should be able to get a starting position at strong safety this year. He definitely should be in the running. Hope he can come back healthy. And, Jalen Phillips, we're going to have to see what the hype is about all about him. He was the number 1 consensus player coming out of college maybe about, 3 years ago? I think it was in 2017. So he was hurt. He was hurt last year at UCLA before we transferred with us. So hopefully that, this year he can come in and compete. I don't know if he's going to be a defensive end or will he be a outside linebacker. But we definitely need to utilize the transfer portal. And I'm seeing they're also looking at a couple of grad transfers at quarterback. Hey, I say the more the merrier. Quarterback play was where we were very weak. Like I said, I didn't see, I can't really bash Tate Martell because I didn't see enough of him in the Louisiana Tech game to actually give an honest assessment on him. So, but Jaron Williams and Coach Perry, like I said, maybe our new offensive coordinator, Rhett Lashley, can come in here and keep working with the guys, and hopefully that they'll develop. Because what Dan Enos did and what he showed us, was terrible. But I'm hearing good things about this new offensive coordinator, and let's just hope that the guys will come in and everybody, will want to compete. I'm hearing a lot of noise about this freshman coming in, this quarterback, Tyler Van Dyke from Connecticut, 6'6", 235, saying that he's supposed to be special. Let's see. Like I said, I'm not one to go on the stars. I want you to get out there and I want to see you on the field. I want to see the productivity on what you're going to do out on the field. So we'll see. We'll see, man. Like I said, every position should be up in the air. Everybody should be willing to compete. The grad transfers that they're talking about coming in from that's possibly coming in, or they're taking a look at, is one of them is Jamie Newman from Wake Forest. He was actually a starter there for a little while. From what I seen on tape, he looks like an upgrade from what we got. So like I said, either one of these guys, the next guy, Anthony Brown, he's a 3-year starter at Boston College. We've seen a lot of him. Well, I've seen a lot of him. I can't say we, because we don't get to play Boston College. They're on the other side. But, both of these guys are an upgrade from what we have right now at the U. So, like I said, explore the transfer portal. We can't never have enough help. We can't. Bring guys. We need depth on the offensive line. We need more depth at linebacker. So I say utilize everything. But I was reading about ALONZO HIGHSMITH, and he said a lot of good things as far as like recruiting down in Miami. And he said that there's enough players from right down in Miami that Florida State, Miami, and Florida could recruit right in that area. We ain't talking about the entire state of Florida, y'all. He said just the Miami area. There's enough players to go around between those 3 schools. So, again, my question is, man, why can't we get any of these players to come down to Miami like the old Miami used to? Be able to keep these guys at home. What's the problem? What's going on? Why can't we keep the guys home? How are we letting these guys get out of state and go to other programs? Is it because guys just don't want to stay home to play? Or is it because we are underachieving as a program? What is it? I don't understand, man. Like, it's so much talent down there to where we can't keep none of our guys home anymore. And he also said something else that kind of caught my eye. And he said that, well, how we talk about the 5 stars and the 4 stars. Like, I know I'm one that's not in favor of it. And that's what he said as well. He was like, 5-star, he considered 5 stars to be a player like a Trevor Lawrence, a player that's the Darryl Stingley, the cornerback that's blowing everybody's mind right now, NFL scouts. He said that he considered those as being true 5-star guys that can make players around them better. And I ask, who's the difference maker, or what player do we have on our team that's a difference maker that makes guys around them better? I I mean, I would say we only really had three players to me that were alpha dogs on our team, and that was DJ Dallas, KJ Osborne, and Shike Quarterman. That was it. You know, I thought Jimmy Murphy was a soldier as well. I thought that Jimmy Murphy led by example as well. I mean, he played with passion. Like I say, he didn't get much playing time, but when he was on the field, you know, he hustled and he showed leadership, just like the starting guys, like I said, KJ Osborne, DJ Dallas, and Shike Quarterman. So that's going to be the big thing. Like, are we going to get any talent in this year that's going to be able to come in, first of all, and make immediate impact? And who's going to step up to be a leader on our team? Who is it going to be? Who are we going to get to step up? I mean, we need more guys. We're going to need leadership. We're still young, y'all. We still got a young team. And that's going to be the thing this year. We got to see who are we going to have that's going to step up and want to take that role. And I think that with the recruits that we got coming in, I heard that we got a good group of guys. And they're saying that they're Miami guys. But again, they're freshmen. So we can't put too much stock in the freshmen that's coming in. What about the guys that's already there? I want to see guys like Al Blaze Jr. step up and take that role. Take that role on defense. I want to see a guy like Scott Patchett, if he's going to be on the team. This is going to be your 6th year. We need to see more out of you. We need to see you dominate this year, not just be another body. You've been there. We need to see you dominate. I mean, on the offensive side of the ball, Mike Harley, it's your time. Mark Pope, you got to come with it, bro. You was a 5-star coming out of high school. You know, you shown flashes. We need you to be more consistent. Definitely more consistent. So, like I said, man, ALONZO HIGHSMITH made some good points. He made some real good points. Like, you got to be able to find the players that can be difference makers on your team. And that's something that the old Miami was able to do. They were able to not have to go and just get all 4- and 5-star players, but they seen the potential and they seen the guys that could actually play the game, that was cerebral about the game, not just physically, but they had the mental capacity to be able to compete. We had guys come through the school and the program, man, that wasn't 4- and 5-stars, man, that turned out to be all pros and Hall of Famers. Got to start by getting some of this talent back, and we got to start keeping some of this talent in Miami and not letting these guys get out of the state. Or we're not going to never be able to get back to the old Miami. And some people are saying that we're never going to get back there. I don't think that's the case. I think we can. I just think that it's going to start with coaching, and it's going to start with the coaches being disciplined and putting the right guys in right positions to be able to get this thing turned back around. I think we will. Like some people say that we don't have the talent that we think we got. I think that we have plenty of talent. I think that these guys need to look in the mirror. I think I had a call of Benny Barrett maybe about, 2 shows ago. And like he said, they need to take a look in the mirror. And they got to ask themselves, man, was last year acceptable? Are we going to turn this thing around? Are we coming here just to be another body and just to put on the jersey? Or are we going to actually come in and try to want to make a difference? And that's the most important thing. Like I say, I think that we can turn it back around. I really do. I think that we're going to get it turned back around. I think that this year, this is a big year. This year right here is a big year. We cannot have another season like we had. We can't. Or I mean, it's gonna be hard for us to even attempt to turn the program around. And like I said, if we don't have a good year, they're already saying that Manny is coming back in 2021. Regardless whether we win or lose. They're saying that Manny is coming back in 2021. We got our first caller. It's you talk. It's you talk. Caller, state your name and where you calling from.
It's Benny Barrett, man. ATL, Georgia, bro. What's going on, big dog?
It ain't nothing, man. What's going on, Benny Barrett, man? Make my show better, bro. Talk to me, man. What do you think? What do you think it's gonna take, man, to be able to keep these kids down in Miami, man, right down in that area? That's what ALONZO HIGHSMITH was talking about, trying to keep some of these kids at home, man, to come back to the university. What you think it's gonna take?
It's going to do 360, bro. Not a 180. Want to be a 360. These kids, the ones that are gonna come, they're the ones we really want. We don't want no questionable. We don't want you straddled on the fence, whether you cold or hot. Either you want to bleed orange and green, or you don't. Period. You know, so many people rarely get the opportunity to even play at the next level. And some of these kids, I think these colleges mess up when they show so many of them. They can go over here, you go over here. Yeah, you go over here, but you're gonna ride the pine for 3 years. That's not what you want to do, you know. But we just go ahead and get those ones that really want to come to the U and dedicate themselves to the U, and we're gonna be all right. But if we get those that wishy-washy, I don't know, anybody can bag out the fight after they've seen someone else fight.
Exactly.
If I seen the giant knock that man out, it don't sense me getting in that fight for what? Mm-hmm. I don't want to get whooped, you know. But let me get in here and let me see what I can do. Each guy that we recruit that has accepted the letter of intent to come to the U, they got to know within themselves. I don't care who show up. Mm-hmm. I'm here and I'm ready to make a difference. When we get that old team of old, man, it's hard to say because the way the lead is now, it's not so much the players, the way they lead and the way the money is. Mm-hmm. You start taking this money back, you'll see some true players come back. You'll get the real football players. You take this money away from everybody. Mm-hmm. But see, now everybody's about that dollar. They want to get the bling. They about the ring. They want to get the bling and, you know, make a YouTube and make it rain. You know, but then nobody want the pain. Mm-hmm. You know, everybody want the ring, but nobody want the pain. Nobody want to go through what it takes to get that ring, to get that championship. Yep. You know, you want your full-time check for a part-time job. Mm-hmm. That's not going to happen, bro. Yep. And so whoever decides to come to the U, just listen to you talk tonight. So or will you listen to it in a couple of days or whenever you listen to it? Benny Boosie Bear said, if you want to come to the U, the only way you got to come is with heart and dedication.
Preach.
You come with heart and dedication, man. You owe us that when you sign on. Because we're going to fight for you, right, wrong, and indifferent. But when you give up on yourself, come on, man. And these coaches got to embed this in these children, man, and these young men. There ain't no more high school ball. This is football. This is real life football. This is going to the next level. Mm-hmm. Just like when we played in Pee Wee League for middle school, from part 1 to junior high to high school, high school to college. It's different levels. So these coaches got to recognize these levels of these players and continue to coach them up. If these coaches ain't going to do that, they need to get out the way as well, man. They need to get out the way as well. So I'm excited about what we got coming, but we got to get those ones that are there and dedicate to them. You know what I'm saying? We let the cards fall where they may. You know, if you get somebody hard enough that wants to work, maybe they ain't got all the talent, but they got the heart and the will to work, they can come out to be something. All you got to do is get the will of working, man. You got to have a will of working, bro.
Most definitely. What do you think about the notion that they said that regardless of how the 2021 season end up, whether we win or whether we're not successful, that Manny Diaz will be back in 2021. What do you think about that?
Boy, you think they're talking about that war over there in Iran? It's gonna be one in Miami. He do that down there, bro. We coming. Everybody coming. We gonna suit up too. Yeah, we gonna suit up. We gonna suit up too. Yeah, we gonna suit up too, bro. We ain't playing that. The devil is a lie. Yeah. He be out of there.
Yeah, and that's like I said, man.
And I trust and believe. I got some willing workers that's willing to help me get him up out there. So yeah, and he ain't that big where he can hide. Yeah, we know where he at. We know where he laying at.
I said, we're definitely rooting and hope that we can be successful. But it's just amazing how, they are just so. How can you say that, man? And we haven't even. We didn't even start it yet, and you can just say that this man got job security, man. That's just so amazing to me, man. But Benny Barrett, man, always.
I'm telling you, bro.
always a pleasure, man, to have you on, man. Always, man. I appreciate the call, man. Hey, man, you take care, man, and I'll definitely be in touch, brother.
All right, brother, be safe, man. Keep doing what you're doing.
All right.
You talk?
No, I was Benny Barrett, man. My boy, one of my favorite callers, man. What's up, Benny Barrett? What's up? Yeah, man. That's it's just amazing, man. Like we were saying, man. At the end of the day, man, we definitely, we're gonna be behind the Canes 100% because that's what we do. Like I said, at the end of the day, man, we Cane fans. We bleed that green and that orange. That's what it is. Man. But, yeah, I would have liked to see Alonzo Highsmith, a former Cane, come down and be able to help, evaluate and pick out some of this talent to get this program back on track. Like I said, he's done it at, on the NFL level. And he's a former Cane. And you would have thought that they would wanted him to come back to help out. But like I said, you got people in general, man, that have egos, that feel threatened, and obviously didn't want him to come down there to help. And it's just, it's ridiculous. But like I said, I'm a Cane, so I'm going to support Manny Diaz and the coaching staff because that's who is in charge and we behind you. But we can't have no season like we had last season. That's a no-go. An absolute no-go. So, we're going to sit back, man, and we're going to see how it go. So, again, man, want to give you a quick live show to let you know about Alonzo Highsmith won't be coming to the University of Miami. That's a no-go. And a couple of possible transfers that we are taking a look at. So let's see if we'll be able to land some of these offensive linemen and some of these graduate transfer quarterbacks. Let's see. And like I said, new year, new you. So, again, thanks for tuning in. And y'all know how we start every show. And y'all know how we end every show. It ain't no me without you, baby. And I'm out.